Praise the Lord. Settle down, sisters and brothers. We're going to go ahead and get started. Brother Ken, please open us up with the reading of the commandments. Exodus 20th chapter 1 through 17. We're going to open up with the reading of the law. Exodus 20th chapter 1 through 17. Reading of the commandments. Go ahead.
And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon the children to the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy to thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shall thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor.
That is right. Let's go to Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, pick it up at verse 13. Ecclesiastes 12, pick it up at verse 13.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Let's go to Revelation 22nd chapter, pick it up at verse 12. Revelation 22 and 12. Go ahead, brother.
And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters, and whosoever loveth maketh a lie.
We'd like to thank God for the reading of his law.
Amen.
Sisters and brothers, we knew here we read the commandments every single Sabbath day, because you cannot never get enough of reading God's commandments. Because to not keep the commandments, the reason we're in the situation we're in as a world and as a nation, sisters and brothers, because of breaking God's law. The Lord put us in servitude because of not keeping his commandments.
Yes.
And that's what we're going to deal with today, sisters and brothers. The title of today's lesson is The Kings of Judah and Israel from Freedom to Captivity, Part 1.
Yeah.
The Kings of Judah and Israel from Freedom to Captivity, Part 1. I was having a talk with Sister Mary a couple of weeks back, and she said she wanted to hear more about the Kings of Israel. And I said, I had never done a lesson on it. So it prompted me to put together this lesson. The Lord led me to put together this lesson because, sisters and brothers, if you ask me to put together a lesson, if the Lord puts it on my heart and gives me the knowledge to do it, I will do it. So give me a title and let me know what you want me to teach on if you have never heard the subject. And if the Lord leads me to do it, I will do it, sisters and brothers. It's all for edification. Yeah. So in this lesson, sisters and brothers, the Lord even taught me some things. The Lord taught me how wicked some of our kings were.
Yeah.
When it came to leading his people.
Yes.
We had some wicked kings, sisters and brothers, and we're going to run these kings down. And I intended to put together this lesson all in one lesson. But when I started really diving into the kings, I'm like, man, we had so many kings over Israel at particular times, and they had so much wickedness they did. I couldn't even touch on half of the things that they did that was against what the Lord commanded them to do, sisters and brothers.
That's right.
They angered the Lord and brought wrath on not only them, but on all of Israel.
Yes.
Because what they did did not just punish, the Lord did not just punish them, but he punished all of Israel for it. And we are in captivity right now because of our forefathers.
Yes, yes.
When we deal with some of these kings, we're going to deal with today, sisters and brothers, from Saul on down to the split between Rehoboam and Jeroboam.
Yes.
And that's when Israel split between the nations. And we're going to go from there from Saul to there today, because that's as far as I can get
Oh, yeah.
in 2 hours, Sister and brothers, because a lot transpired within that little period. And next week, we're going to deal with from Rehoboam and Jeroboam, from Asa down to Zedekiah, when Israel went into Assyrian captivity, and when Judah went into the Babylonian captivity. Because the nation split. And we're going to show you why the nation split. It all was because of one particular king, sisters and brothers. And we're going to show you this.
Yes.
So, first of all, when the Lord God came to Abraham, he commanded Abraham not to be like any of the other nations. He never wanted Israel to be like the other nations.
That's right.
At all. We never were supposed to be like the other nations.
That's right.
We never were supposed to worship their gods. We never were supposed to bow down to their images. He told us when you go into the land, cast down their idols, cast down their altars. But we did not hearken to the Lord, sisters and brothers. And this is the reason right now we are among the Gentiles, which are the Europeans, which are the common white people. Because we did not hearken, and the Lord kicked us out of our land. Because that land that he gave us, he promised that land to Abraham.
Yes, he did.
And we're going to show you this. Let's go to Genesis 12:1. So, sisters and brothers, take down some notes, because the Lord told us all these scriptures were written for our ammunition.
That's right.
So we can learn how to walk.
Yes.
And we can learn how to please God and be not like our forefathers as they displeased him in the wilderness, he said.
Yes.
And he promised to them in his wrath that they will not enter into his rest, sisters and brothers.
That's right.
And he said, don't let this same thing happen to you that happened to them, so
Yes.
you can enter into the Lord's rest, which is that 1,000 years, that you can rule with Christ that 1,000 years.
That's
so
right.
let us use this lesson as an example what not to do, so we know how to please our God.
That's right.
Because every one of these kings had a good start. The Lord set up every one of these kings except for one. We're going to show you. The people chose one, but the Lord set up these kings, sisters and brothers.
That's right.
And then he gave them his words, laws, and statutes. And they had a good start.
Yes.
Till something transpired, sisters and brothers. I tell you all the time, we got to do less of our will and more of the Lord's will.
Yes.
It's all about his will, sisters and brothers.
Yes, it is.
We got to do less of us and more of God.
Yes.
And that's what got all these kings in trouble. They did more of them and less of God.
All right.
Okay?
Right.
Let's go to the promise that the Lord gave to Abraham. So if you just now joined us, the title of the Kings of Judah and Israel, from freedom to captivity. We're going to walk these kings down, and we're going to see which of these kings pleased the Lord and which one of these kings did not please the Lord. And we're going to make a conclusion in this lesson.
Okay.
And we're going to examine ourselves. Genesis 12:1. Let's see this promise that the Lord made to Abraham. Genesis 12:1. Go ahead, Brother Ken.
Now the Lord had said unto Abram, get thee out of thy country and from thy kindred and from thy father's house unto a land that I will show thee.
So he took it from among his brothers and from his kindred, and he promised him a land. He said, this land that I'm going to show you. Go ahead.
Yes. And I will make of thee a great nation.
Yes.
And I will bless thee and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing.
Yes.
And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curses thee. And in thee shall all the families of the earth be blessed.
And the Lord told him, he said he'd be an adversary to your adversaries.
Yeah.
He'd be an enemy to your enemies.
Yes.
If you hearken to him, sister.
Yes.
Brother. The Lord was always with Israel.
That's right.
But Israel departed from the Lord. He was always with Israel. He was an enemy to their enemies.
Yeah.
So he told Abraham, I'm going to give you this land, and I'm going to bless them to bless you, and I'm going to curse them to curse you.
That's right.
That's the power of the Lord. So the Lord was with Abraham.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So Abram departed as the Lord had spoken unto him, and Lot went with him. And Abram was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran. And Abram took Sarah, his wife, and Lot, his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran. And they went forth to go into the land of Canaan, and into the land of Canaan they came.
So God took this land from another people, sisters and brothers.
Yes.
This land was fully furnished.
Yes.
They just had to move in. It's like a house that it has everything in it already. All you got to do is move in ready. He told Israel, you didn't even work for this land. You didn't even have to go and build houses on this land.
Yeah.
It was already set up for you.
Yes.
This is the land I promised you.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. And Abram passed through the land into the place of Shechem, unto the plain of Morad.
Yes.
And the Canaanite was then in the land.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord appeared unto Abram and said, unto thy seed will I give this land.
So the Canaanites was already inhabiting the land, and he took it from them, and he gave it to Abraham.
Yes.
He said, to your seed, I'm going to give this land to.
That's
Go
right.
ahead.
And there builded he an altar unto the Lord, who appeared unto him. And he removed from thence unto a mountain on the east of Bethel, and pitched his tent, having Bethel on his west and Hai on the east. And there he built an altar unto the Lord, and called upon the name of the Lord.
That's it. That's it. So he gave him that land, and he moved into that land. And he pitched a tent, and he built an altar, and he made an offering to the Lord.
Yes, he did.
And he called on the name of the Lord, sisters and brothers. So he gave him that land. But as they took the land, the Lord commanded Israel the things to do in his land, how to remain in his land, the things you have to do. First thing he told Israel that got us in trouble, he said the land must have her Sabbath days, or the land gonna spew you out. We never allowed the land to have her Sabbath days, so the land kicked us out, sisters and brothers.
Right.
We never allowed the land to have a Sabbath day. But the Lord even told us, he said, I want you to be holy because I am holy.
Yes.
You have to be holy unto me. I don't want you to do like the other nations do. But Israel did not hearken, of course. Look at us right now. We want to do everything that the Gentiles do. And this is what's getting us in trouble.
Yeah.
So Israel was never supposed to have a king over them.
That's right.
At all.
That's
and
right.
we're going to show you why Israel never had a king. When Israel came out of Egypt, they had Moses and Aaron.
Yeah.
He told Moses, you're going to be a god to Pharaoh, and Aaron going to be your prophet.
Yes.
He brought Israel out by the hand of Moses.
Yes.
They didn't have a king at that time.
That's right.
They were closer to the Lord than they ever been.
That's right.
So let's show you.
Because
Because the Lord said he was a pillar of fire by night and a cloud by day to Israel. So he was always among Israel.
That's right.
He was so close to Israel, he told you, when you go to the washroom, carry a paddle. So when you relieve yourself, you bury it so I don't step in it.
Yeah.
That's how close the Lord was in
Yes,
Israel.
it was.
He's always been among Israel.
Yes, he
But
is.
Israel drove the Lord away, sisters and brothers.
Yes.
Let's go to Deuteronomy 18:9. So this is when you come into the land, he gonna give you some laws that he gonna give you to remain in this land. Deuteronomy 18:9. Go ahead, Brother Ken.
When thou come into the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations.
So he said, those nations that's in that land that I'm giving you,
Yeah.
when you go and you intermingle with these people,
Yeah.
he said, don't make no leagues with these people.
Right.
Don't serve their gods.
Right.
Don't make no agreements with these people. He said, kick these people out the land.
Yes.
He said, burn down the altars. Go ahead, Brother Ken.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 10, there shall not be found among you anyone that makes his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that uses divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch.
So you say, Brother Will, why are we reading this? Because one of the kings we're going to read about sought somebody to have familiar spirits.
Yes.
He said, when you go in his land, you shouldn't be dealing with no witches or no charmers or nobody to have familiar spirits.
Right.
He said, kick them out the land.
Yes.
And we're going to show you that king did kick them out the land.
Yes.
As the Lord commanded him, but he sneaked and went and saw it.
Yes.
A woman with familiar spirits. We're going to show you that. Go
Yes.
ahead.
Verse 11, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer.
Or necromancer, go ahead. Keep reading.
For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord, and because of these abominations, the Lord thy God doth drive them out from before thee.
So he said, the Lord put them out before you because they were doing these things. Now you don't need to turn around and do these things, or the Lord gonna kick you out the land.
That's right.
He gonna drive you out just like
That's
he
right.
drove them out. Read verse 13. What does the Lord want you to be, Brother Ken?
Thou shalt be perfect.
Be what? Perfect. He said be perfect because of what?
With the Lord thy God.
He said be perfect, sisters and brothers, with the Lord your God, because he's perfect.
Yes.
He's perfect, so you got to be perfect.
Got
and
to
he
be
said
perfect.
you're supposed to be a holy nation unto him,
Yes.
a peculiar treasure.
Yes.
It don't supposed to be nobody on this earth like you, sisters and
That's
brothers.
right.
When they see you, they should say you are blessed
Yes.
because they know the Lord was with you. He said, Israel, only you have I known out of all the families of the earth.
Yes.
Therefore, I will
Yes.
punish you for all your iniquities.
Yes.
And we are thoroughly being punished, sisters and brothers.
Whew, yes.
Thoroughly being punished. We're supposed to bring all the other nations in, but we driving other nations out, making them kiss our feet. And these are the things that was going on, sisters and brothers. This ain't just start. Let's go to Deuteronomy 17 and 14. Right on over Deuteronomy 17 and 14. This is once again when the Lord said he was going to give you this land. He's going to give you some guidelines, some laws that he had established. 17 and 14. Deuteronomy 17 and 14. Go ahead, brother.
When thou art come into the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, and shall possess it,
yes,
and shall drive therein, and shall say, I will set a king over me.
He said, now, first of all, you didn't need no king, but I know your heart. The Lord said he knows he can read Israel's heart system, but he know your mind. He said he tries the reins.
Yeah.
He know your thoughts. He said, but you're going to say anyway that you want a king. You're going to say this.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I will set a king over thee like as all the nations that are about me.
He said, we want to be like the other nations, so we're going to go ahead and pick us a king.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose. One from among thy brethren shall thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee.
He said, the king that you set has come from among Israel. It cannot be from a stranger, sisters and brothers. He said it has to be from among your brother. It cannot be a stranger. Go ahead.
Which is not thy brother. But he shall.
Now, I want you to highlight 16 because we're going to deal with this. Highlight 16. This is one of the biggest things that all the kings broke. 16, go ahead.
But he shall not multiply horses to himself. Nor cause the people to return to Egypt.
So Egypt is a form of slavery system.
Yes.
And we're going to show you that the kings, Zedekiah over Judah, he caused Israel to be taken back to Egypt in slavery.
Yes.
Because of his disobedience.
Yes.
We're going to show you this. We're going to show you in this lesson, sisters and brothers. After the split, Israel had no righteous kings.
No.
Not one righteous king came out of Israel through Jeroboam.
That's right.
Then the split, you only had about 4 or 5 or 6 righteous kings that came through Judah. But before the split, they was all the kings of Israel. That's why the lesson is titled The Kings of Israel and Judah, because of the split system, brothers.
Yes.
Before the split, it was just the nation of Israel. It was Israel united.
Yes.
Go ahead, brother. Finish reading.
To the end that he should multiply horses, for as much as the Lord has said unto you, ye shall henceforth return no more that way. Neither shall he multiply wives to himself.
He should not do what?
Multiply wives.
So so this means he should only have one wife.
Yes.
He shouldn't have 700 wives.
No.
300 concubines.
No.
He said you should have one wife. Don't multiply no wives to yourselves. Go ahead.
Right. That his heart turn not away. Neither shall he greatly multiply to himself silver and gold.
He said, don't multiply yourself silver and gold, or wives, or horses, or chariots. Let's go to 1 Samuel 8 and 1. Now, so this is when Israel decided to pick them a king, sisters and brothers. They said, we want to be like all the other nations. Let's go ahead and let's find us a king. And this really killed Samuel. He was hurt by this.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. He was very hurt.
Because the Lord already told Samuel that these people were a disobedient people.
Yes.
1 Samuel 8 and 1. Go ahead, brother. 1 Samuel 8 and 1. I'm not going to do a lot of talking in this lesson, sisters and brothers, because we got a lot of reading to do. I want to read a lot of these things so you can see how wicked Israel was. So I'm not going to do a lot of talking. 8 and 1.
And it came to pass when Samuel was old that he made his son judges over Israel. Now the name of his first son was Joel, and the name of his second son Abiah. They were judges in Beersheba. And his sons walked not in his ways, but turned aside after lucre.
After what?
After lucre.
After money.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And took bribes and perverted judgment.
Now, this is why the Lord told Israel, both your priest and your prophet are both profane, said the Lord.
Oh, my God.
It was always Israel's priests and prophets that got Israel in trouble. Now, Samuel was a priest of the Lord. So his sons are rightfully priests too. Now he said, hey, these guys turn from the Lord.
Yeah.
And they over here worried about money.
Yeah.
And taking bribes from the people. And doing wickedness. Go ahead.
Then all the elders of Israel gathered themselves together and came to Samuel unto Ramah. and said unto him, Behold, thou art old, and thy sons walk not in thy ways. Now make us a king to judge us like all the nations.
So it came here and said, hey, you know, you getting old and your sons, they don't follow the Lord.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead and make us a king so he can judge over us. Go ahead.
But the thing displeased Samuel when they said, Give us a king to judge us. And Samuel prayed unto the Lord.
And what did the Lord tell Samuel? Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Samuel, Hearken unto the voice of the people in all that they say unto thee.
Because what?
For they have not rejected
He
thee,
said, they ain't rejected you being king because you're not king over them. Who have they rejected?
but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them.
Sisters and brothers, Jesus was our king. He was the
Yes,
king
he
of
was.
Israel, always have and always
Yes.
will be. But
Yes.
they rejected Jesus. He said, they ain't rejected you. They
Yes.
rejected me to rule
That's-
over them.
that's right.
Go ahead.
According to all the works which they have done since the days that I brought them up out of Egypt, even unto this day, wherewith they have forsaken me
they have
and
done what?
served other
They
gods.
serve the gods. Go ahead.
So do they also unto thee. Now, therefore, hearken unto their voice, howbeit yet protest solemnly unto them, and show them the manner of the king that shall reign over
He
them.
said, show them the man of the king that shall reign over them.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And Samuel told all the words of the Lord unto the people that asked
Now,
of him a king.
the Lord warned Israel what was going to happen if they put a king over them.
Yeah.
He told them what's going to happen exactly if you put a king over them.
Yeah.
And he said, tell the people this is what's going to happen if they want to put a king over them.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 11. And he said, This be the man of the king that shall reign over you. He will take your sons and appoint them for himself.
He said he's going to take your kids and he's going to appoint them for himself.
Yes.
Go ahead.
For his chariots and to be his horsemen, and some shall run before his chariots. And he will appoint him captains over thousands and captains over 50s, and will set them to ear his ground and to reap his harvest and to make his instruments of war and instruments of his chariots. And he will take your daughters to be
So
confectionaries.
he's going to take your daughters to be bakers. So he's going to put your kids to work.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And to be cooks and to be bakers. And he will take your fields and your vineyards and your olive yards, even the best of them, and give them to his servants.
He said he's going to take your land and he's going to give it to who he want to take and give it to.
Yeah.
He said all this is going to happen if you put a king over you.
Yes.
Go ahead. And Israel still wants to have a king. Go ahead.
Verse
now, this
15.
is a great loss for the people. First of all, now your sons and daughters got to work. Now that he's going to take your property.
Yeah.
You just like me moving into your house, into your neighborhood, and I say, hey, I'm going to be the mayor. Let me have all your houses. Now all the houses are going to be mine.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to take your sons and daughters. I'm going to pay them less than fair wages.
Yeah.
Because they was get paid good to work their own land.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 15. And he will take the tenth of your seed and of your vineyards and give to his officers and to his servants.
That's right.
And he will take your men servants and your maid servants and your goodliest young men and your asses and put them to work.
So he gonna take your asses and he gonna put them to work for himself.
Yeah.
Does this sound like something you want to do? But Israel still, they was hell bent on doing it, like Brother Bowie say. You know, you can't change some people's mind.
No, you can't.
They was bent on doing this, sister, brother.
Yeah.
So much that they disregarded the Lord.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 17. He will take the tenth of your sheep, and ye shall be his servants, and ye shall cry out in the day because of your king, which ye shall have chosen you, and the Lord will not hear you in that day.
And he said, the Lord ain't gonna hear you when you cry out to him because this is what you chose to do.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Nevertheless, the people refused to obey the voice of Samuel, and they said, Nay, but we will have a king over us.
So they said, we're going to do this anyway. We're going to have us a king. Now, the Lord that gave them everything that was tell me, these are, like the young folks say, red flags.
Yeah.
These are red flags and something you shouldn't do. Like, hey, you know, we shouldn't do this. Go ahead.
Right. Verse 20, that we also may be like all the nations, and that our king may judge us and go out before us and fight our battles.
Go ahead.
And Samuel heard all the words of the people, and he rehearsed them in the ears of the Lord.
So he told the Lord all what the people said.
Yes.
Go ahead. And what the Lord say?
And the Lord said to Samuel, hearken unto their voice, and make them a king. And Samuel said unto the men of Israel, go ye every man unto his city.
So he said, make him a king. Let's see who they chose. Let's go right on over to Samuel 9:1. Samuel 9:1. Now, mind you, the first man they chose came out of Benjamin. Most of the priests came out of Judah. He came out of Benjamin.
Yeah.
That's something right there within itself.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now, there was a man of Benjamin whose name was Kish, the son of Abiel, the son of Zerah, the son of Bechorath, the son of Apiah, a Benjamite, a mighty man of power. And he had a son whose name was Saul, a young man with a goodly, and there was not among the children of Israel a goodlier person than he.
So this is talking about appearance, sisters and brothers. They picked Saul because he looked like a goodly person to be king.
Yeah.
Now, he was nice looking, he was kind of built, but it's not who the Lord cared for. Go ahead. The Lord allowed them to have it. Go ahead.
From his shoulders and upward, he was higher than any of the people. And the asses of Kish, Saul's
To Saul, it said to Saul his son.
father was lost. And Kish said to Saul his son, take now one of the servants with thee, and arise, go seek the asses.
So he said, go seek the asses. Let's skip on down to verse 15, sisters and brothers. We ain't interested in all this because this will be a long lesson if we dealt with all this. But we just going to touch on the things that these kings did. Skip on down to verse 15. Go ahead, brother.
Now the Lord had told Samuel in his ear a day before Saul came, saying, tomorrow about this time I will send thee a man out of the land of Benjamin, and thou shalt anoint him to be captain over my people Israel, that he may save my people out of the hand of the Philistines. For I have looked upon my people, because their cries come unto me.
So now, when you get down to history, his whole purpose was to save Israel out of the hand of the Philistines.
Yes.
But once he rejected the Lord rejected him, and he couldn't even deliver Israel out of the hand of the Philistines because fear fell upon him. Because the Lord was not with him. And he wound up committing suicide, sisters and brothers.
Yes.
Now, all this, his purpose was to deliver Israel out of the hand of the Philistines.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And verse 17, and when Samuel saw Saul, the Lord said unto him, behold, the man whom I spake to thee of, this same shall reign over my people. Then Saul drew near to Samuel in the gate and said, tell me, I pray thee, where the seer's house is. And Samuel answered Saul and said, I am the seer. Go up before me into the high place, that ye shall eat with me today and tomorrow. I will let thee go and will tell thee all that is in thine heart.
Skip on down. So you went into his house. Skip on down to 21, Brother Ken. We got to do some skipping here. Skip on down to verse 21.
And Saul answered and said, am not I a Benjamite, of the smallest of the tribes of Israel, and my family the least of all families of the tribe of Benjamin? Wherefore then speakest thou so to me? And Samuel took Saul and his servants and brought them into the parlor and made them sit in the chiefest place among them that were bidden, which were about 30 persons. And Samuel said unto the cook, bring the portion which I gave thee, of which I said unto thee, set it by thee. And the cook took up the shoulder and that which was upon it, and set it upon Saul. And Samuel said, behold, that which is left, set it before thee and eat. For unto this time has it been kept for thee, since I said, I have invited the people. So Saul did eat with Samuel that day. And
so
when
he sit down and ate, sisters and brothers, and the Lord picked Saul to be king.
Oh, yeah.
Because the people wanted Saul to be king. Not just the Lord chose Saul. People wanted Saul so bad because of what he looked like. The Lord took Saul to be king. Yeah. Let's go right on over. Read the rest of this on your own, sisters and brothers. I just put this in so you can read it. But for the sake of time, we got to keep moving. Go right on over to 1 Samuel 10:1. 1 Samuel 10:1. 1 Samuel 10:1. Go ahead.
Then Samuel took a vial of oil and poured it upon his head and kissed him and said, is it not because the Lord has anointed thee to be captain over his inheritance? When thou art departed from me today, then thou shalt find 2 men by Rachel's sepulchre in the border of Benjamin at Zelzah, and they will say unto thee, the asses which thou wentest to seek are found. And lo, thy father has left the care of the asses and sorroweth for you, saying.
So he said, the Lord has put you in charge of everything.
Yes.
And the asses that you were seeking, you have found these asses, and he had put you in charge of these asses.
Yes.
Go ahead. Now I want to read you to show you something, what he did to Saul. Go ahead.
What shall I do for you, my son? Then shalt thou go on forward from thence, and thou shalt come to the plain of Tabor, and there shall meet thee 3 men going up to God to Bethel, and one carrying 3 kids, and another carrying 2 loaves of bread, and another carrying a bottle of wine. And they will salute thee, and give thee 2 loaves of bread, which thou shalt receive of their hands, and that thou shalt come to the hill of God, where is the garrison of the Philistines, and it shall come to pass when they are thither to the city, that thou shalt meet a company of prophets coming down from the high place.
So he said, you're going to meet the prophets, and I'm going to make you among the prophets. This is what the Lord does, sister, but when the Lord started using you, he changed you.
Yes, he will.
He changed you, sister, brother.
Yes.
When the Lord started using me, he changed me. I'm not the same old brother Will that I was before. Yes. And the Lord will change you too once you enter into a covenant with him and you let the Lord start using you. So he's going to start using Saul. Go ahead.
Come down from the high place with a psaltery and a tabret and a pipe and a harp before them, and they shall prophesy.
And they're going to prophesy to you, and what's going to happen to you?
And the Spirit of the Lord will come upon thee, and thou shalt prophesy with them.
So he said, the Spirit of the Lord will come upon you, and you're going to become a prophet.
Yes.
So, sisters and brothers, the Lord made Saul a prophet. He was among the prophets, sisters and brothers.
Yes, he was.
Now, he took it from a little small tribe of Benjamin, and he made this man a prophet.
Yes.
He poured his Spirit upon him.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt prophesy with them, and shall be turned into another man.
And you're going to be turned into a whole different man, sisters and brothers. That's why I say when the Lord started using you, you turn. That old man got to die so that new creature could come forth, sisters and brothers. That old man has to die.
Got to go.
So Saul turned into a whole new person.
Yes, he
did.
And
he started prophesying.
Yes, he did.
But something happened, sisters and brothers, and the Lord took back that spirit that he put on Saul. He had that spirit of God on him, and he was prophesied. But we're going to show you, when he started disobeying the Lord took back that spirit from him.
Yes, he did.
That's how, I tell you, sisters and brothers, it's a dreadful thing to fall into the hands of the living God.
Ooh.
The Lord put that spirit on you, but he'll take that spirit back from you. And when he take that spirit back from you, you are through. We're going to show you this. Let's go right on over to Samuel 15:1. Now, the Lord sent Saul to do something, to do it. He sent him on a mission.
Yes, he did.
To avenge himself to the Amalekites.
Yeah.
And he told him exactly what to do. He gave him directive. He walked him from point A to point Z.
Yes, he did.
Of the plan.
Yeah.
And let's see if Saul obeyed the plan. 1 Samuel 15:1. 1 Samuel, we're going to do some skipping here too. 1 Samuel 15:1. But read this whole story. It's a great story, sisters and brothers, on your own. Go ahead.
Samuel also said unto Saul, the Lord sent me to anoint thee to be king over his people, over Israel. Now, therefore, hearken unto the voice of the word of the Lord.
He said, hearken unto the voice of his word. This is he's telling you to do this.
Yes.
He's not asking you, and he's telling you exactly how to do it.
Yes.
Don't detour from what he's telling you.
That's right.
The book says, lean not unto your own understanding, but all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths.
That's right.
He don't need no improvising from you.
Yes.
He don't need you to say, well, you know, I'm going to change up the plan just a little bit. If the Lord has a plan for you in your life, follow that plan.
Yes.
Don't change up.
Don't change.
Because you're going to find yourself on the road to destruction.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 2, thus said the Lord of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel. Now he laid wait for him in the way when he came up out of Egypt.
So when the Lord brought Israel out of Egypt, he told Israel to go around a long way to detour themselves from the Amalekite system, brothers, because they laid at the gates to capture Israel to put them back into captivity.
Yes.
So he said, hey, go around and avoid them, and I'm going to bring you to the wilderness another way. Because they laying late for you. They laying wait for you. Go ahead.
Verse 3, now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have.
He said, kill everything they had, destroy it. Oh, don't bring nothing back.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And spare them not, but slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. And Saul gathered the people together and numbered them in Telam, 200,000 footmen and 10,000 men of Judah.
So he had 200,000 soldiers. Go ahead.
And Saul came to a city of Amalek and laid wait in the valley. And Saul said unto the Kenites, go, depart, get you down from among the Amalekites.
Now, I don't even remember the Lord telling him to do this. The Lord said, go down and kill everything.
He said, kill everything.
I don't remember him saying, pardon people that's among people.
No.
Because they ways rub out on you.
Yeah, he did.
I don't remember him saying this.
No.
Go ahead.
Lest I destroy you with them. For ye showed kindness to all the children of Israel when they came up out of Egypt. So the Kenites departed from among the Amalekites. And Saul smote the Amalekites from Havilah until thou comest to Shur, that is over against Egypt. And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword. But Saul and the people spared Agag.
Now, that's like you going over to China, and you in war with China, and the person you in war with is the one making all the calls, and you pardon him. You pardon the king, the one that is the reason we in war to begin with, and you say, hey, you know what? I'm going to kill all the people, but I'm going to pardon you. Wait a minute. You're the reason we fight to begin with.
Yeah.
You're the king.
Yeah.
Why should he pardon the king? So this really angered the Lord, sisters and brothers. Go ahead.
It's bad. And the best of the sheep and of the oxen.
Now, we read that the Lord say, don't multiply yourselves with any of these things.
Yeah.
Don't take any of these things.
Yeah.
You don't need none of this stuff.
Right.
I told you to destroy it all, but you took it for your own good.
Yeah.
Then you blamed it on the people.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And of the fatlings and the lambs and all that was good, and
So,
will not utterly
He took
destroy it.
everything he saw was goodly.
Yeah.
Everything else, he said, oh, yeah, we can't use that. We're going to burn that up. Oh, yeah, that's a nice little fine can right there. Let's take that one. Take that one. Yeah, grab that one too. Oh, that's a skinny kind. Yeah, burn that one up. Go ahead. You know, that's how Israel is. They break in your house and they take on the thing that's private them. Go ahead.
But everything that was vile and refuse, that they destroyed utterly. Then came the word of the Lord unto Samuel, saying,
Saying what?
it repented me. I have set up Saul to be king, for he has turned back from following me.
So that's the first king of Israel that went south, sister and brother. He had a good start. He went south. The Lord said it repented him that he even made him king over Israel.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And has not performed my commandments.
Brother Patrick, can you put that chart up there? That chart? Go ahead. Keep reading.
And it grieved Samuel, and he cried unto the Lord all night. And when Samuel rose early to meet Saul in the morning, it was told Samuel, saying, Saul came to Carmel, and behold, he set up a place and is gone about and passed on and gone down to Gilgal.
So we got the first king of Israel, Saul, which was between 125 BC to 925 BC. Saul was the first king, and he did evil in the sight of the Lord, sisters and brothers. And we're going to break down all these kings. The list goes even longer when we get into part 2 next week. But he's the first king, and he did evil in the sight of the Lord. You can take it down now. We're going to put it back up a little later. Go ahead.
And Samuel came to Saul, and Saul said unto him, Blessed be thou of the Lord. I have performed the commandment of the Lord.
So he boasting on his accomplishment. Oh, blessed be the name of the Lord. I did everything the Lord told me to do. You know, that's how them Sunday folks be.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, they think they have done and performed everything the Lord tell you. Then they tell you, you know, after church, we're going to have some pig feast and some and some pork legs and some, but the Lord has been good.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the Lord. He heard my cry. They say, you know, they went straight to breaking the commandments.
Just right.
I've been in them churches. They be preaching so good. They be saying, oh, I heard the Lord. He heard my cry.
Yeah.
The announcement come on, and today for lunch today, we're going to have pig feet and smothered pork chops. Wait a minute.
Oh, man.
You they said you did everything the Lord told you to do, son. Go ahead.
Verse 14.
But this is where we get it from, sisters and brothers. We both on doing nothing at all, not doing nothing what the Lord tells us to do. Go ahead.
Verse 14. And Samuel said, what meaneth then this bleating of the sheep in my ears?
Samuel said, what is that? What is that I hear? What is that? Where is that coming from? And you did everything. Did the Lord tell? What is that little lamb doing over there?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And the lowing of the oxen which I hear?
He said, what is that noise? You did everything the Lord commanded you. And who did Saul blame it on?
And Saul said, they have brought them back from the Amalekites. For the people spared the best of the sheep and of the oxen to sacrifice unto Lord thy God, and the rest we have utterly destroyed.
So, sisters and brothers, the Lord was upset about this. Skip on down to verse 20. He said, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do about this situation. Go ahead, skip on down to verse 20.
And Saul said unto Samuel, yea, I have obeyed the voice of the Lord, and they have gone the way which the Lord sent me, and have brought Agag, the king of the Amalekites, and have utterly destroyed the Amalekites of Amalek, king of Amalek, and have utterly destroyed the Amalekites. But the people took the spoil, sheep and oxen, the chief of things, which should have been utterly destroyed, to sacrifice unto the Lord thy God in Gilgal.
So he said, hey, now he's going to lie and say, we brought these back to sacrifice to you, God. That should make the Lord feel better, right? Oh, you know what? I'm a part of you because that's for me. That's for me. Oh, that's for me.
No.
Oh, I forgive you. Yeah. No. What did he say?
And Samuel said, has the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord?
The Lord told you in the scripture, he said, he did not speak to you concerning offering the sacrifice when he brought you out of Egypt. Right. He said, humble and contrite spirit is a sacrifice to God, sisters and brothers. He don't need no sacrifices from you. Sacrifices, animal sacrifice was just a schoolmaster to bring you to him.
Yeah.
He never cared about animal sacrifice. The blood of bulls and goats could never take away sin.
That's right.
All he cared about was for you to honor his commandments, sisters and brothers, and your loyalty to him. Yeah. Go ahead.
Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of ram.
Go ahead.
For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he has also rejected thee from being king. And Saul said unto Samuel, I have sinned.
Now he remember his faults this day. I have sinned. Go ahead. That's probably how he said it too, Brother Ken. Oh, I've sinned. Go ahead.
For I have transgressed the commandment of the Lord and thy words, because I feared the people and obeyed their voice. Now, therefore, I pray thee, pardon my sin and turn again with me, that I may worship the Lord.
Now, sisters and brothers, Saul asked for forgiveness, but he never truly repented. Because Saul went forth and did even more wickedness, sisters and brothers.
Yes.
Keep reading.
And Samuel said unto Saul, I would not return with thee, but thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, and the Lord has rejected thee from being king over Israel. And as Samuel turned about to go away, he laid hold upon the skirt of his mantle and rent it.
So he tried to catch Samuel. So don't go. Because he knew once the Lord had rejected him, it was over with, sisters and brothers.
Yeah, it's over.
Now, we can't read everything, but as the story progresses, sisters and brothers, the Lord sent Saul to go fight against the Philistines. And because the Lord took away his spirit from Saul, Saul got scared to fight against the Philistines. And he prayed to the Lord, but the Lord didn't answer Saul through prayer, through letter, or prophets. So he went to Endor to seek a woman, have a familiar spirit. And he came to this woman, and he disguised himself because he said, hey, wait a minute, why are you coming to me? You shouldn't be coming to me. Saul said, kick all those who have familiar spirits out of the city. Right. And you know what got Saul in trouble? He said, I swear to you by the name of the Lord that nothing's going to happen to you. He promised her by the name of the Lord that nothing will happen to her. He disguised himself, and she said, wait a minute, are you Saul? And he said, bring me up Samuel. Because nobody else is answering him through prayer. Right. No prophets will answer him. Right. Because the Lord was done with him, sisters and brothers. So he saw somebody having familiar spirits. The first thing we read when we opened up, the Lord told us not to do. And because of this, sisters and brothers, he had to die. Let's go to 1 Chronicles 10 and 8. So now we one king down. We were the first king of Israel down. Now, and it's sad to say, it just gets worse from here. Go ahead. 1 Chronicles 10 and 8. 1 Chronicles 10 and 8. 1 Chronicles 10 and 8. Go ahead, brother.
And it came to pass on the morrow, when the Philistines came to strip the slain.
Is that 1 Chronicles 10 and 8? Hold on. Is that what I want?
1 Chronicles 10 and 8. This after you did killed him.
I don't think I wanted this. Yes, 10 and 8. Yeah, go ahead. Now let's go straight to the point. Let's go 10 to 13. 1 Chronicles 10 to 13. Let's go straight to the point.
So Saul died for his transgression which he committed against the Lord, even against the word of God which he kept not, and also for asking counsel of one that had a familiar spirit to inquire of it.
So we down one king. So now he's gonna go set up another king because he took Saul down. Saul went to fight against a Philistine, sisters and brothers. He got scared. He asked the captain of his army to thrust him through with the sword. They said they would not lay their hands on the Lord. So they said, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna kill you. So he fell on the sword himself and committed suicide, sisters and brothers, because fear fell upon him.
Yes.
So now the Lord took him down. Let's see, keep reading. We got verse 14, but kid.
And inquired not of the Lord. Therefore he slew him and turned the kingdom unto David, the son of Jesse.
So he turned the kingdom right on over to David, sisters and brothers.
Yes.
But Patrick, put that chart back up there. So now we back to David. Back to David. Let's go right on over to 1 Samuel 16 and 1. 1 Samuel 16 and 1. Now we to David, sisters and brothers. We're not going to deal much on David because we read about David all the time. I want to deal with some of the kings that we haven't read about. You know, we always read about David. Yeah. So we got David. David did right in the sight of the Lord, sisters and brothers. He did right in the sight of the Lord. And we're going to show you that. 1 Samuel 16 and 1. 1 Samuel 16 and 1. But once again, Israel tried to choose their own king and not waiting on the Lord. They went to Jesse's house and they looked at the oldest son of Jesse because he looked like he fit to be king. Yeah. The Lord said, hey, he's not fit to be king either. Israel always want to choose somebody to look good.
Yeah.
That's what gets us in trouble. We choose a wife with long hair, beautiful skin, and she be trouble. Same thing with the men. You go get this nice muscular man. Look like he should be in the BET magazine.
Yeah.
And you be like, oh yeah, that's who I want to be my husband. That's him right there. And he don't treat you right at all. That little skinny guy sitting in the corner, he was the best thing for you. And you passed him up. And that's what happened with this, sisters and brothers. Let's go to 1 Samuel 16 and 1. Israel always go after the eyes. 1 Samuel 16 and 1. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Samuel, how long wilt thou mourn for Saul?
Because he was crying for Saul. He said, hey, don't bring up Saul no more at all. Go ahead. Because he always pleaded for the Lord to bring Saul back. Because he loved Saul. He said, don't talk to me about Saul no more. Go ahead.
Seeing I have rejected him from reigning over Israel, fill thine horn with oil and go. I will send thee to Jesse, the Bethlehemite, for I have provided me a king among his sons. And Samuel said, how can I go? If Saul hear it, so now he will kill me.
He's scared of Saul. Now the Lord is on your side. You know what? Can't go because Saul gonna hear it. The Lord say, hey, man, listen, I told you to go do this thing. Go ahead. If he don't kill you, I'm gonna kill you. Who you gonna worry about? Who you gonna fit in? Go ahead.
And the Lord said, take a heifer with thee and say, I am come to sacrifice to the Lord. And call Jesse to the sacrifice, and I will show thee what thou shalt do. And thou shalt anoint unto me him whom I came unto thee. And Samuel did that which the Lord spake, and came to Bethlehem. And the elders of the town trembled at his coming.
What they said,
comest thou peacefully?
See, you don't know. See, sisters and brothers, after Saul did not kill the king of the Amalekites, Agag, Samuel had to kill him.
Yeah.
On the spot.
Yeah.
The Lord hung around killers. You don't know this God you serve. David was a killer.
Yes.
Saul was a killer. The book
Yes,
says Saul
sir.
killed thousands, David killed tens of thousands.
Yeah.
Now, Samuel was so cold-blooded, when he moved into a town, they backed up and said, hey, man, come and die peacefully. You know, should we gird us up an army?
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you coming in peace?
Yeah.
Because he had that reputation of being a killer, sister, brother. Because you do what the Lord tell you to do. If the Lord say to go down and utterly destroy all of them, you do exactly what he tell you to do.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 5. And he said peacefully, I am come to sacrifice unto the Lord. Sanctify yourselves and come with me to the sacrifice. And he sanctified Jesse and his sons and called them to the sacrifice. It came to pass, but they would come, that he looked on Eliab and said, surely the Lord's anointing is before him. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on this countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeketh not as man seeth, for man looketh on the outer appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart.
He judges what? The Lord judges the heart, sister.
That's
brother.
right.
Skip on down to verse 11.
And Samuel said unto Jesse,
So he chose to anoint the son. He passed by all of Jesse's sons. He wanted to anoint Eliab, but the Lord said that's not the one. So he passed on all the Lord's sons, and the Lord said, every one of them, that's not him.
not the one.
That's not the one. So he asked him, he said, are you sure this is all your sons? Go ahead. Because he said, I'm supposed to get a king out of this house.
yeah.
Somebody got to be anointed in his house, but the Lord keep telling me no.
Yeah.
You sure this is all your sons? Go
Yeah.
ahead.
And Samuel said unto Jesse, I hear all thy children. And he said, there is many, yet the youngest, and behold, he keepeth the sheep. And Samuel said unto Jesse,
He said, hey, there's one out there. He keeps the sheep, but surely you ain't talking about him because he just keeps the sheep.
yeah.
Little short, ruddy guy, you
Yeah.
know. You know, surely you ain't talking about him.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And send and fetch him, but we will not sit down till he come hither. And he sent and brought him in. Now he was ready and withal of a beautiful countenance and goodly to look on. And the Lord said, arise, anoint him for you.
This is him. Go ahead.
Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren. And the Spirit of the Lord came upon David from that day forward. So Samuel rose up and went to Ramah. But the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul.
And what happened?
And an evil spirit from the Lord troubled him.
It seemed like only one king had that spirit at a particular time. The Lord took that spirit off one king and he put that spirit on another king.
Yeah.
And when that spirit left the other king, you was in trouble then.
Yeah, you was in big trouble.
Well, Saul was in trouble. He
Yes.
said an evil spirit troubled him from the Lord.
Yes.
Sister, brother.
Yes.
So, it took so much it killed him.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And Saul's servant said unto him, behold now, an evil spirit from God troubled
This spirit came from who?
from
God. God don't do no evil, they say. It said this evil spirit came from God.
Yeah.
Go ahead. He sent this evil spirit to him. Go ahead.
Let our Lord now command thy servants which are before thee to seek out a man who is a cunning player on an harp. And it shall come to pass, when the evil spirit from God is upon thee, that he should play with his hand, and thou shalt be well. And Saul said unto his servants, provide me now a man that can play well, and bring him to me.
Go ahead.
Then answered one of the servants and said, behold, I have seen a son of Jesse, the Bethlehemite, that is cunning and playing, and a mighty valiant man, and a man of war and prudent in matters, and a comely person, and the Lord is with him.
The Lord is with him. So this is talking about David.
Yes.
So even though David was in the house with Saul, and at this particular time, Saul was still king.
Yeah.
Until David took over, David would have to play for Saul when the evil spirits trouble him. David would come in and play for Saul, and the evil spirits would flee from him.
Yeah.
But David took over, sisters and brothers.
Yes, he did.
After Saul's death. Let's go right on over to 1 Samuel 13 and 14. 1 Samuel 13 and 14, because the Lord picked David. The Lord loved David.
Yes.
I haven't heard the Lord say this much about anybody. As much as he loved David, he loved David so much, he's going to sit on David's throne.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
1 Samuel 13 and 14. What does he say about David? 1 Samuel 13 and 14. Go ahead.
But now thy kingdom shall not continue. The Lord had sought.
So he told Saul, he said, your kingdom not going to continue.
Right.
The Lord rejected you. You through, partner.
Yes.
Your kingdom is done.
Yes.
The Lord is giving your kingdom to somebody else.
That's right.
And how do I know I'm going to pick him myself? Go ahead.
The Lord has sought him a man after his own heart.
After his what?
His
After
own
his
heart.
own heart. So David
Yes.
was a man after his own heart.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And the Lord has commanded him to be captain over his people, because thou hast not kept that which the Lord commanded.
So because you didn't keep my commandments, the Lord going to choose his own king out of Jesse's house among the Bethlehemites, and he going to be a king after my own heart.
Yep.
Let's go see about David's testimony with the Lord. 1 Kings 15:5. Now we know David sinned against his own flesh, sisters and brothers, by taking Uriah the Hittite's wife. He killed Uriah the Hittite, but David repented. And the Lord forgave David.
Yes, he did.
So even David did some evil in the sight of the Lord, but the Lord forgave David.
Yes.
And he gave David a great testimony here. 1 Kings 15:5. 1 Kings 15:5. Go ahead.
Because David did that which was right in the eyes of the Lord, and turned not aside from anything that he had commanded him in all the days of his life.
He said all the days of his life, he only had one issue that the Lord had a problem with. Go ahead. What was that issue?
Save only in the matter of the Uriah the Hittite.
He said only flaw the Lord had with David was he took Uriah the Hittite's wife.
Yes.
Bathsheba. And thus, through this union, Solomon was born, sisters and brothers. Now, the first baby they had, the Lord killed. Because David had got Bathsheba pregnant.
Yeah.
The Lord killed that baby. David was mourning the baby while the baby was alive. And he stopped mourning the baby while the baby died. They said, why you stop mourning? He said, he's mourning so hard, hoping the Lord to save the baby's life. But the Lord didn't. He had to get up and be about the king's business. So he went up. Then he married Bathsheba. He took Bathsheba to be wife. And thus, the union brought forth Solomon, sisters and brothers. So now we're on to the next king, which is Solomon, David's son. Let's see, Solomon had a good start. Let's say that.
Oh, my God.
Let's see how his ending was. That's what I tell you. All these kings had a good start.
Yes.
So let's go right on over to 1 Kings 1:1. 1 Kings 1:1. I hope y'all getting some history out of this, sisters and brothers.
Yeah.
So we walking this down from king to king. 1 Kings 1:1. Go ahead, brother Ken. Let's pick it up so we can get out of here.
Now, King David was old and stricken in years.
Now, once again, Israel has taken it upon itself to set up their own king. And Solomon's brother decided he gonna hijack the throne.
Yeah.
You know, he gonna take it back forth. Hey, my daddy's getting old. I'm about to, like Bernie Mac, I'm about to bust the move. You know, I'm about to bust the move on the throne. Go ahead. So let's see how this happened. Let's see how this came out for him. Go ahead.
Was stricken in years, and they covered him with clothes, but he got no heat. Wherefore his servants said unto him, let there be sought for my lord the king a young virgin, and let her stand.
Ooh, David loved them women, boy. He figured this young girl gonna give him some heat. Go ahead. You know, the mindset of Israel, boy. I'm telling you. Go ahead.
Stand before him, and let her cherish him, and let her lie in thy bosom, that my lord the king may get heat.
So while he was laying up with this woman, his son decided to do something. Skip on down to verse 5.
Then Adonijah, the son of Haggith, exalted himself, saying, I will be king. And he prepared his chariots and horsemen, and 50 men to run before him. And his father had not displeased him at any time in saying, why hast thou done so? And he also was a very goodly man, and his mother bare him after Absalom. And he confessed with Joab, the son of Zeruiah, with Abiathar the priest, and they followed Adonijah and helped him. But Zadok the priest.
Now, so they told him, they said, man, Nathan came and told me you shouldn't be doing this because the throne was promised to your brother Solomon.
Right.
Skip on down to verse 10.
But Nathan the prophet, and Benaiah, and the mighty men, and Solomon his brother, he called not. Wherefore Nathan spake unto Bathsheba, the mother of Solomon, saying, has thou not heard that Adonijah, the son of Haggith, doth reign, and David, our Lord, knoweth not?
He said, now the son is taking the throne upon himself,
On
and
himself.
David, his father, don't even know about it.
Yeah.
So usually what happens is the father will have to pass the throne down to the son. This guy took it.
He did it.
And the Lord would have to tell the king who to put the predecessor would be, who the next king would be.
Right, right.
But he said, I'm going to take it myself. The Lord had already told him that Solomon was going to sit on his throne.
Yeah.
He already told David this.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 12. Now, therefore, come. Let me, I pray thee, give thee counsel that thou mayest save thy own life.
He said, come, let me give you counsel that you may save your own life. Go ahead.
And the life of thy son Solomon. Go and give thee unto King David, and say unto him, does not thou, my lord, O king, swear unto thy handmaid, saying, assuredly Solomon thy son shall reign after me, and he shall sit upon my throne. Why then does Adonijah reign? Behold, while thou yet talkest there with the king, I also will come in after thee and confirm thy words. And Bathsheba went in unto the king into the chamber, and the king was very old. And Abishag, the Shumanite, ministered unto the king. And Bathsheba bowed and did obedience unto the king. And the king said, what wouldest thou? He said unto him, my lord, thou swearest by the Lord thy God unto thy handmaid, saying, assuredly Solomon thy son shall reign after me, and he shall sit upon my throne. And now, behold, Adonijah reigneth. And now, my lord, the king, thou knowest it not.
He said, you don't know that Adonijah is reigning, and you don't even know about it. So he's going to tell him to put Solomon on his ass and ride him through the city and anoint him before the people.
Yeah.
Let's skip on down to verse 20. You can't read all this. You can say this and read this on your own time. 20 through 26. Go ahead, brother.
And thou, my lord, O king, the eyes of all Israel upon thee, that thou shouldest tell them who shall sit on the throne of my lord, the king, after him. Otherwise, it shall come to pass when my lord, the king, shall sleep with his father, that I and my son Solomon shall be counted offenders. And lo, while she yet talked with the king, Nathan the prophet also came in. And they told the king, saying, behold, Nathan the prophet. And when he was come in before the king, he bowed himself before the king with his face to the ground. And Nathan said, my lord, O king, hast thou said Adonijah shall reign after me, and he shall sit upon my throne? For he is gone down this day, and has slain oxen and fat cattle and sheep in abundance, and has called all the king's sons, the captains of the host, and Abiathar the priest, and behold, they eat and drink before him and say, God save King Adonijah.
He said,
but me,
go ahead, brother.
But me, even me, my servant, and Zadok the priest, and Benaiah, and the son of Jehoiada, and thy servant Solomon has he not called.
Skip on down to 28. So he said he purposely didn't call us, but he called all his servants. Skip on down to verse 28. Then what did David say?
Then King David answered and said, call me Bathsheba. And she came into the king's presence and stood before the king. And the king swore and said, as the Lord liveth, that has redeemed my soul out of all distress, even as I swear unto thee by the Lord God of Israel, saying, surely Solomon my son shall reign after me, and he shall sit upon my throne in my stead. Even so will I certainly do this day.
Skip down to verse 38. So he said he's going to do this day. So he took Solomon, he set him on his mule and rode him through the city. Go ahead, verse 38.
So Zadok the priest, and Nathan the prophet, and Benaiah the son of Jehoiada, and the Cherethites, and the Pelethites went down and caused Solomon to ride upon the king David's mule, and brought him to Gihon. And Zadok the priest took a horn of oil out of the tabernacle and anointed Solomon, and they blew the trumpet. And all the people said, God save King Solomon. And all the people came up after him, and all the people piped with pipes and rejoiced with great joy, so that the earth rent with the sound of them. And Adonijah and all the guests that were with him heard it. As
Man,
they made,
Adonijah got scared when Solomon faced him. He thought Solomon was going to kill him, because Solomon was.
yeah,
But Saul pardoned him. He told him to get him all out of here. Then Adonijah went and laid with the woman that was giving David heat, and then they killed him.
yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. As it had made an end of eating.
I mean, Israel doesn't get worse and worse. Go ahead.
And when Joab heard the sound of the trumpet, he said, wherefore is this noise of the city being in an
Yeah, I thought you
uproar?
were king. Why are they blowing out that trumpet for this guy? You can't know it. Go ahead.
And while he yet spake, behold, Jonathan, the son of Abiathar, the priest, came, and Adonijah, and said unto him, come in, for thou art a valiant man, and bringest good tidings. And Jonathan answered and said to Adonijah, verily our King David has made Solomon king. And the
King David has made Solomon king.
Yes.
So therefore we to Solomon, sisters and brothers. So his son Adonijah took it upon himself to take the throne. But he had no rights. Let's go to Daniel 2:19. Because the Lord will tell Daniel who sets up kings.
Okay.
Daniel 2:19. You can't take the throne yourself. The Lord does this. The Lord does this.
Yep.
Daniel 2:19. This was Daniel was dealing with Nebuchadnezzar, and people was upset about it.
Yeah.
2:19. Go ahead.
Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision. Then Daniel blessed the God of heaven. Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of God forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his.
And he does what?
And he changes the times and the seasons. He moves kings and setteth up kings.
He does what? Who removes kings and sets up kings? God does, right?
Yeah.
So you ain't got no right to take
God.
the throne. God sets up kings
Yes.
and takes them down.
That's right.
So God took down Saul and set up David.
That's right.
God set up Solomon.
Yes.
Go ahead.
He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding. He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him.
That's right, sister. So he set up kings to take them down. So he set up Solomon. Let's go to 1 Kings 3:5. And he gave Solomon a good start. He came to Solomon like he came to no other king at all.
Yes.
In a vision, at nighttime, in a dream.
Yes.
So now we down to Solomon, sisters and brothers. And like I say, today we only gonna go up to the split of Israel. So we get short on time already. Let's go. 1 Kings 3:15. I didn't know this lesson was gonna be this long when I put it together. It might be a 3-part series. 1 Kings 3:15. Go ahead, Brother Ken.
In Gibeon, the Lord appeared unto Solomon in a dream by night. And God said, ask what I shall give thee. And Solomon said, thou hast shown unto thy servant David, my father, great mercy, according as he had walked before thee in truth.
1 Kings 1 I'm sorry. 1 Kings 3:5. I'm sorry, 1 Kings 3:5. Keep reading, Brother Ken. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. Verse 6, and Solomon said, thou hast showed unto thy servant David, my father, great mercy, according as he had walked before thee in truth and in righteousness and in uprightness of heart with thee. And thou hast kept for him this great kindness, that thou hast given him a son.
So he said, hey, ask me anything you want, and I'm going to give to you. Go ahead.
As it is this day. And now, O Lord my God, thou hast made thy servant king instead of David my father, and I am but a little child. I know not how to go out or come in, and thy servant is in the midst of thy people, which thou hast chosen, a great people that cannot be numbered nor counted for multitude. Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this, thou so great a people? And the speech pleased the Lord that Solomon had asked this thing. And God said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing, thou hast not asked thyself for life, neither hast thou asked for riches for thyself.
So he asked for no money, no riches for himself. He asked for knowledge and discretion how to deal with God's people, which is something I think is a fair request, right? And because that the Lord bless him exceedingly, sisters and brothers. Go ahead.
Yes. Thyself, nor ask for the life of thine enemies, but hast asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment. Behold, I have done according to thy words. Lo, I have given thee a wise and understanding heart, so that there is none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto thee.
Boy, that is a great testimony that you can die knowing ain't nobody after you going to be smarter than you, wiser than you. You're going to go in the grave knowing the Lord has promised that ain't nobody going to come up after you or before you that's wiser than you. But even with all this wisdom, you still can go stupid.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Even with all this wisdom, you can still transgress against the Lord. Keep reading. We're going to show you this.
And I have also given thee that which thou hast not asked, both riches and honor, so that thou shalt not be any among the kings like unto thee all thy days. And if thou wilt walk in my ways, keep my statutes and my commandments, as thy father David did walk, then I will lengthen thy days. And Solomon awoke, and behold, it was a dream. And he came to Jerusalem and stood before the ark of the covenant of the Lord, and offered up burnt offerings and offered peace offerings, and made a feast to all his servants. Then came there two women that were harlots unto the king.
That's good. We don't need to read that. Let's skip on down skip on down 28. And I wrote this down wrong, but skip on down to 28 because there ain't no 30. Skip down to 28.
And all of Israel heard the judgment which the king had judged, and they feared the king. They saw that the wisdom of God was in him to do judgment.
So the people feared Solomon, but they loved Solomon.
Yeah.
Because he had the word of God in him and the wisdom system. He had so much wisdom that people sought his wisdom from all over the country.
Yep.
They sought his wisdom. They came to get answers. He was able to answer all of their questions.
Yes.
All of their questions he was able to answer. Let's go to 1 Kings 10 and 23. Let's see what happened with this good guy Solomon. 10 and 23. 10 and 23. Go ahead. So this guy was so rich. Go ahead. 10 and 23.
So King Solomon exceeded all the kings of the earth for riches and for wisdom. And all the earth sought to Solomon to his wisdom, which God had put in his heart. And they brought every man his present, vessels of silver and vessels of gold, and garments and armor and spices, and horses and mules, a rate year by year.
Whoa, that sounds like something the Lord told you not to do. Go ahead.
And Solomon gathered together chariots and horsemen, and he had 1,400 chariots and 12,000 horsemen, whom he bestowed in the cities for chariots, and with the king at Jerusalem. And the king made silver to be in Jerusalem as stones, and cedars made to be as sycamore trees.
So he was so rich, he had stones laying around, like it was silver, like it was stones laying around the ground.
Yeah.
Well, I wish I had something like that. Just walk outside, it'd be stone, it'd be silver on the ground like stone. That's how rich this guy was. Yeah. But he didn't ask for none of these riches. But the Lord blessed him because he asked for knowledge.
Right.
Go ahead. But I'm gonna tell you, this stuff got Solomon in trouble.
Yeah.
Keep reading.
There are trees that are in the vale for abundance. And Solomon had horses brought out of Egypt, and linen yarn, and king merchants received the linen yarn at a price. And a chariot came up and went out of Egypt for 600 shekels of silver, and a horse for 150. And so for all the kings of the Hittites and for the kings of Syria did they bring them out by their means.
So this guy had a lot of substance, did he not? But let's go back and remind us of something. Let's go back to Deuteronomy 18 and 9. Because how many chariots did he have?
Oh, too many.
Let's go back to Deuteronomy 18:9. Let's go remind us of what the Lord said. 400 chariots. 18:9. What does it say? No, let's skip right on. Is that what I wanted? Let me see 9. No, let's go to 17. I'm sorry. Let's go to 17 and 14. Let's go to 17 and 14.
Okay.
17 and 14. Let's pick it up. Actually, let's pick it up right at 14. Go ahead.
When thou art come into the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, and shall possess it, and shall dwell therein, and shall say, I will set a king over thee, like as all the nations that are about me. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose. One from among thy brethren shall be set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. But he shall not multiply horses to himself.
He should not do what?
Multiply horses to himself.
Go ahead.
Nor cause the people to return to Egypt, to the end that he should multiply horses. For as much as the Lord hath said unto you, you shall henceforth return no more that way. Neither shall he multiply wives to himself.
He should multiply what to himself?
His wives.
So the Lord gave him these orders, so he don't supposed to have multiply horses or wives to himself. Go ahead.
That his heart turn not away, neither shall he greatly multiply himself silver and gold.
But he had all these things.
Yeah.
The Lord told us not to do these things. The Lord blessed Solomon. But at the end, sisters and brothers, one of the reasons that Israel got split, because Solomon, he imposed heavy taxes on the people.
Yeah.
And he taxed Israel real heavy, sisters and brothers, where the burdens of the taxes, they couldn't stand. And that's one of the reasons Israel was split. But the main reason Israel was split, right now we're going to show you in 1 Kings 11:1. Let's go back to 1 Kings 11:1. So now we see that the Lord told him not to multiply horses or wives.
That's right.
Let's go see if Solomon obeyed him. 11:1. And it was particular, the Lord said in the book, he winked at certain things at certain times. The Lord took a blind eye. David had lots of wives.
Yeah.
The Lord just took a blind eye to certain things at certain times. The Lord allowed people to do certain things at certain times, sisters and brothers. The Lord allowed Solomon to have many wives, but the Lord commanded Solomon not to take on any strange wives.
Yeah.
He allowed them to have many wives among Israel women. Don't ask me why the Lord allowed it. That's between the Lord and Solomon. It's like it's between the Lord and David. That don't make you an excuse that you can do it. So don't liken yourself to David, because the Lord said he loved David. I hear that all the time. Well, I'm going to have multiple wives. The Lord let David do it. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
You're not David, first of all. The Lord loved David.
Yeah.
And the Lord still whooped on David too. So don't liken yourself to David.
Right.
Just stay in your lot.
Yep.
I tell brothers all the time. 11:1, brother, go ahead.
But King Solomon loved many strange women.
Whew. This was his biggest downfall, sisters, but he loved these strange women. And what did he do for these strange women? Go ahead.
Together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, the Ammonites, the Edomites.
He even had Edomite wives. Edomite wives, the one that took our name.
Yep.
He had women from among our captives. I mean, this is crazy. Go ahead.
Yeah. And Hittites. Of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, you shall not go into them.
Now, this is how we start our lesson out. He said, when you go into the land, he said, make no leagues with the inhabitants of the land. A marriage is a league, sisters and brothers. He said, cast down their altars, burn up their substance, drive them out from among you.
Yeah.
Solomon bringing them back in. He bringing wives. Now you have children with these wives.
Oh, man.
Go ahead.
You shall not go into them, neither shall they come into you. For surely they will turn away your heart after their gods, Solomon claved unto these in love.
Woo, he loved the women. Go ahead. How many did he have?
And he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines.
I can
And
barely deal with the one wife I got. I don't know how this brother can deal with 700 wives. I mean, how could you see 700 women?
yeah, oh no.
He must have just hung out with one a day for you talking about real one night stands. He's an inventor of one night stands. Well, actually, Absalom is with Tamar, his sister. That was the first invention of one night stand because he one night still his own sister. I mean, Amnon did.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a dinner. But I'm saying, sister and brother, how could you have 700 wives? That's crazy. Go ahead.
And his wives turned away his heart.
Ooh, the Lord said it's going to happen. Go ahead.
For it came to pass when Solomon was old that his wives turned away his heart after other gods. And his heart was not perfect with the Lord his God, as was the heart of David his father.
So who did Solomon start serving? Go ahead. Who did he have these women serving?
For Solomon went after Ashtoreth,
The sun god, the god of Easter, the god of fertility. Go ahead.
The goddess of Zidonians, and after Milcom, the abomination of the Ammonites. And Solomon did evil in the sight of the Lord, and went not fully after the Lord, as did David his father.
Go ahead. So
then Solomon built the high place for Chemos, the abomination of Moab, in the hill that is before Jerusalem, and for Molech, the abomination of the children of Ammon. And likewise did he for all his strange wives with burnt incense and sacrifice unto their gods. And the Lord was angry with Solomon because his heart was turned from the Lord God of Israel, which had appeared unto him twice. And
the Lord appeared to him and still gave him all this wisdom and knowledge, and he still went stupid by not obeying the Lord, sisters and brothers. Go ahead, brother.
And had commanded him concerning this thing, that he should not go after other gods, but he kept not that which the Lord commanded. Wherefore the Lord said unto Solomon, for as much as this is done of thee, and thou hast not kept my covenant and my statutes which I have commanded thee, I will surely rend the kingdom from thee, and will give it to thy servant.
And this is when Israel got split, sisters and brothers. He gave one tribe to his son Rehoboam, and the other tribes went to Jeroboam, sisters and brothers. And he told him he only gave him that one tribe to keep that promise that he made with his father David. He gave him the tribe of Judah, sisters and brothers. Keep reading.
Notwithstanding, in thy days, I will not do it for David, thy father's sake, but I will rend it out of the hand of thy son.
So he didn't take it out of his hand because for his father's sake, but he split it during the days of Rehoboam and Jeroboam. We're going to show you that. Go ahead. So those are the next kings we're going to deal with. So now, sisters and brothers, we dealt with Saul, we dealt with David, we dealt with Solomon. Now we go on to the split of Israel when Israel became Judah and Israel. So that's why the lesson is titled The Kings of Judah and Israel. Before up until Solomon, it was just the kings of Israel, sisters and brothers. But now it's a split. It's the kings of Judah versus the kings of Israel. I say versus because Israel had no righteous kings at all. They just went all stupid. At least Judah remained some righteous kings here and there. We're going to deal with that. So that's why it's a two-part series. We're going to deal with these last two kings here. Then next week, we're going to deal with the kings after the split. We're going to deal with Asa. We're going to deal with Josiah. We're going to deal with Hezekiah. We're going to deal with Zedekiah, where the split took place with Israel going to Babylon. And we're going to deal with the Israel side, which they had no righteous kings. And they went into captivity almost a decade before Israel went into captivity with Babylon. They went to the captivity to the Syrians. They got taken to 10 tribes. Well, it became 9 tribes, sisters and brothers, because eventually 10 were driven up north. And we're gonna put that chart up there. I'm getting ahead of myself. So let's deal with the split first. So keep reading, Brother Ken.
And the Lord God stirred up his adversary unto Solomon, Hadad, the Ammonite, the Edomite. He was the king seed in Edom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it came to pass, when David was in Edom, and Joab, the captain of the host, was gone up to bury the slain after he had smitten every male in Edom.
Mm-hmm.
For 6 months did Joab remain there with all Israel until he had cut off every male in Edom.
Go ahead.
That Hadad fled, he and certain Edomites of his father's service with him, to go into Egypt, Hadad being yet a little child. And they arose out of Midian and came to Paran. And they took men with them out of Paran, and they came to Egypt until Pharaoh, king of Egypt, which gave him a house, and appointed him victuals,
and gave him land. Go ahead.
And Hadad found great favor in the sight of Pharaoh, so that he gave him to wife the sister of his own wife, the sister of Taphanes, the queen, and the sister of Taphanes before him, Genubath, his son.
We just read some history so we can show you how Jeroboam came about, sisters and brothers. Yeah. Go ahead.
Weaned in Pharaoh's house, and Genubath was in Pharaoh's household among the sons of Pharaoh. And when Hadad heard in Egypt that David slept with his fathers, and that Joab, the captain of the host, was dead, Hadad said to Pharaoh.
David always doing some stuff, wasn't he? He got us in trouble, wasn't he? Go ahead. So now he's going to pay him vengeance for sleeping with his father's wife. Go ahead.
Hadad said to Pharaoh, let me depart that I may go into my own country. Then Pharaoh said unto him, but what hast thou lacked with me, that behold, thou seekest to go to thine own country? And he answered, nothing. Howbeit, let me go in any wise.
Go ahead.
And God stirred him up another adversary, Rezon, the son of Elidah, which fled from his lord Hadaziah, king of Zobah. And he gathered men over him and became captain over a band when David slew them in Zobah. And they went to Damascus, and dwelt there and reigned in Damascus. And he was an adversary to Israel all the days of Solomon, besides the mischief that Hadad did. And he abhorred Israel and reigned over Syria. And Jehoram, the son of Nebat, the Ephrathite, or of Zerada, Solomon's servant.
See, that's what the Lord told he's going to rid the kingdom out of Solomon's hand and give it to his servant. And he gave it to Jeroboam. Go ahead.
Whose mother's name was Zerah, a widow woman. Even he lifted up his hand against the king. And this was the cause that he lifted up his hand against the king. Solomon built Milo and repaired the breaches of the city of David, his father. And the man, Rehoboam, was mighty.
Solomon did all this, sisters and brothers, by raising taxes and taxing the people, heavy taxing the people. He brought in all this industrial and repaired the city by raising taxes to people. Now, people didn't like how he raised the taxes, sisters and brothers, and they had started getting upset about it.
Right.
So now Jeroboam came along, and he took the 10 tribes up north with him, and the 2 tribes went south with Rehoboam, and then they came to Rehoboam. They told Rehoboam to, lower the taxes.
Yeah.
And Rehoboam wouldn't do it. So we gonna get to that point. But let's go to 29.
And it came to pass at the time that Jeroboam went out of Jerusalem, that the prophet Ahijah, the Shilonite, found him in the way, and he had clad himself with a new garment, and they too were alone in the field.
So let's show you why. Keep reading 31. I don't want to skip. Keep reading 31. Go ahead. We're going to show you why he split the kingdom. Go ahead.
And Ahijah caught the new garment that was on him and rent it in 12 pieces. And he said to Jeroboam, take the 10 pieces, for thus said the Lord, the God of Israel, behold, I will rend the kingdom out of the hand of Solomon and will give 10 tribes to thee.
Brother Patrick, can you put that article up? Can you put that chart up? That chart up of the split of Israel. So now the kingdom was split into 2. The Lord rent the kingdom out of Solomon's hand, and he gave Jeroboam 10 tribes of the 2. But eventually, sisters and brothers, Levi, the people got vexed with Levi, and Levi was driven back down south, and he went part of the tribe with Rehoboam and them back to Judah. So then it was Benjamin, Levi, and Judah was together. Then the other 9 tribes were still with Israel. So this is the split of the tribes here. This is the northern part, which is the part where Jeroboam was over, the northern. Then you had the southern part, which was the kingdom of Judah. So you had the kingdom of Israel and the kingdom of Judah. Put the other one up, Brother Patrick, the other chart, which broke it down per tribe. So you can see. So this is when the split occurred, sisters and brothers, and it's occurred because of what Solomon did by disobeying the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is the split. So these are where the tribes actually split to, sisters and brothers, and this is where the land that they inhabited. So I can give you a copy of this if you want to see it later on, but this is how the split took place. This is when it was the 10 at the north and the 2 at the bottom, but then Levi eventually came back down and dwelled among Benjamin and Judah. So that's how it went, sisters and brothers. Let's go back to the Bible. So let's go back to 1 Kings, and let's pick it up, 1 Kings 11, and let's pick it up at verse 34. 34, Brother Ken.
And he gathered men unto him and became captain over a band.
Is that 34? 11 and 34?
Oh, 34.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Howbeit, I would not take the whole kingdom out of his hand, but I will make him prince all the days of his life for David, my servant's sake, whom I chose because he kept my commandments and my statutes. But I will take the kingdom out of his son's hands and will give it unto thee, even 10 tribes. And unto his son will I give 1 tribe, that David, my servant, may have a light always before me in Jerusalem, the city which I have chosen me to put my name there. And I will take thee, and thou shalt reign according to all that thou so desirest, and shall be king over Israel. You shall be, if thou will hearken unto all that I command thee, and will walk in my ways.
So he's telling him, if you walk in my ways and statutes, go ahead.
And do that is right in my sight, to keep my statutes and my commandments as David, my servant, did, that I will be with thee and build thee a sure house, as I built for David, and will give Israel unto thee.
We know Jeroboam went south too, sisters and brothers. I mean, he went and transgressed against the Lord's commandments too, by serving other gods too.
Yeah.
Just like Solomon did.
Yeah.
And Rehoboam did the same thing, sisters and brothers. Went and trespassed by serving other gods. So put up that article, Brother Pat, of why Israel was split. That link I sent you. You can read off here, Brother Ken, if you can. Once he put it up there, I tell you can read. Once he put it up there, go ahead. You can read it now.
The ancient nation of Israel split in two around 930 BCE due to the combination of heavy taxation, oppressive labor, and deep-seated tribal rivalries following the death of King Solomon. The primary historical and biblical statistics for the division include heavy taxation and forced labor. To fund his massive building projects, including the first temple and his royal palaces, King Solomon imposed.
He imposed taxes because he's building all these places to these women too.
Yeah.
All these different temples to these women. So now he made the people pay for it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
King Solomon imposed heavy taxes and drafted tens of thousands of Israelites for forced labor.
Wait a minute. Ain't this what the Lord told Israel was going to happen to them?
Yeah.
Did he say that these kings was going to take your sons and daughters and make them labor for free?
Yes, he did.
Did he tell them this? Did he say they was going to take a portion of your land and they was going to take your land for themselves?
Yep.
They was going to take your sons and daughters and make them work? This is all the things the Lord told them, the reason they didn't want no king. So Solomon took their sons and daughters and made them laborers. This is what the Lord told them in the beginning.
Yeah, that's
Not
right.
why you don't want a king. Everything the Lord says comes to pass. Sisters
That's
and
right.
brothers.
Right.
So that's good right there, Brother Ken. Let's go to back to 11 chapter 43. Where we at? What verse we leave off here, Brother Ken? Verse 39, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, 39.
And I will for this afflict the seed of David, but not forever. Solomon sought therefore to kill Jeroboam, and Jeroboam arose and fled into Egypt until Shishak, king of Egypt, and was in Egypt until the death of Solomon. And the rest of the acts of Solomon and all that he did and his wisdom are not written in the books of the acts of Solomon.
Sisters and brothers, because of this, the Lord even write down the rest of Solomon's good works and his wisdom. Because once you transgress against me, I'm through with you.
Yeah.
People ask me all the time, do you think Solomon's going to be in the kingdom? I don't know. The Lord said he shows mercy on whom he chooses.
That's right.
I don't know if he's going to be in the kingdom or not, sisters and brothers. But one thing I do know is that the Lord was upset with him.
Yes, he was.
The Lord rent the kingdom out of his hand because
Yes,
of his wickedness. How long did he reign? Go ahead.
It was. Verse 42. And the time that Solomon reigned in Jerusalem over all Israel was 40 years. And Solomon slept with his fathers and was buried in the city of David, his father, and Rehoboam, his son, reigned in his stead.
Woo, let's go pick up Rehoboam. Let's go to 1 Kings 5 and 13. Let's go see why, first of all, that Solomon did tax these people. So Solomon taxed the people, and Rehoboam came up. They was begging him to take these taxes away.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go see that Solomon indeed did tax the people. Go to 1 Kings 5 and 13. 1 Kings 5 and 13. Go ahead.
And King Solomon raised a levy out of all Israel, and the levy was 30,000 men. And he sent them to Lebanon, 10,000 a month by courses. A month they were in Lebanon, and 2 months at home. And Adoniram was over the levy. And Solomon had 70,000 that bear burdens and 80,000 hewers in the mountain.
Did he say you're going to take your sons to be laborers and all that? Go ahead.
Beside the chief of Solomon's officers, which were over the work, 3,300 had ruled over the people that wrought in the work. And the king commanded that they brought great stones, costly stones, and huge stones to lay for the foundation of the house. And Solomon's builders and Hiram's builders did hew them, and the stone quarterers, so they prepared timber and stones to build the house.
So you can read the rest of his own sisters, brothers, how he had all these laborers and he raised the taxes on the people and he caused people to do all this labor, sisters and brothers. Let's go right on over to Exodus 34 and 10. See, the Lord told us not to do none of these things, sisters and brothers. He warned us.
Yeah.
Exodus 34 and 10. We only got about 4 more after this, 3 more after this, and we out of here. I thank you for bearing with me. Part 2 is next week. We're going to break down the kings after the split and show you how Hezekiah did some great works. Asa started off doing great work, and then he did wicked work. Yep. Josiah took the throne at 8 years old, and he ruled, and he was the last righteous king that that Judah had, was Josiah. So we're going to break down those kings, sisters and brothers, next week, and we're going to break down the kings on the Israel side that just all did wicked. And because of that, the Lord had them cast into captivity through the Assyrians.
Yeah.
About a decade before Israel even went into captivity through Babylon, because they still had righteous kings that was giving them wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
That's right.
34 and 10. 34 and 10. Exodus 34 and 10. What did the Lord tell you here? Go ahead, Brother Ken.
And he said, behold, I make a covenant before all thy people. I would do marvel, since this has not been done in all the earth, nor in any nation, and all the people among which thou art shall see the work of the Lord, for it is a terrible thing that I will do with thee. Observe thou.
Now he said, I'm gonna show, and all people gonna see the things I'm gonna do, and they're gonna be afraid of you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna drive all these people out from among you. But he told you, when I drive them out, don't make no league with these people. Go ahead.
Observe thou that which I command thee this day. Behold, I drive out before thee the Amorite.
Didn't Solomon have an Amorite wife? Go ahead.
And the Canaanite.
Didn't he have a Canaanite wife? Go ahead.
And the Hittite.
He had a Hittite wife, right? Go ahead.
And the Perizzite.
He had a Perizzite, right? He had a wife from there too, did he not? Go ahead.
And the Hivite.
Go ahead.
And the Jebusite.
Did he have a Jebusite wife? Now the Lord told Israel he's going to drive all these people out from among you.
Yes.
He said,
yes.
Don't make no league with these people. A league is an agreement. He entered into a covenant with these women.
That's
and he
right.
took them from all these nations, and they got him in trouble. And the Lord said they was. Go ahead.
Yes. Verse 12. Take heed to thyself, lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land whither thou goest, lest it be for a snare in the midst of thee.
And he said they're going to be a snare to you.
Yes.
Go ahead.
But if ye shall destroy their altars, break their images, and cut down their groves, for thou shalt worship no other God, for the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God. Lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a whoring after their gods and do sacrifices unto their gods.
Didn't Solomon do this?
Yep.
The Lord warned him. He said, don't make no covenant with none of these people. He took a Jebusite wife. He took a Hittite,
Yep.
a Canaanite, Amorite,
Yep.
Edomite wife.
Yeah.
He did all this in the sight of the Lord. The Lord told him what was going to happen to him.
He told
Did he
him.
not? Go ahead.
He told him. And one call thee, and thou eat of his sacrifice, and thou shalt take of their daughters unto thy sons, and their daughters go a whoring after their gods, and make my sons go a whoring after their gods.
And the Lord warned the people. And Solomon did the very same thing that the Lord warned us against. Taking our sons and daughters in marriage to these people and making us go a whoring after their gods.
Yeah.
And we did just that. Solomon had the people a whoring after his wives' gods. He built altars and made sacrifices to them.
Yes.
And because of that, all his sons did the same thing. Rehoboam did the same thing. Started serving all kind of pagan gods.
Yes.
After he took the 3 tribes.
Yep.
There were 2 originally, but 3 came back down. But let's go to 1 Kings 12:1. We got 2 more after this, and we out here. 1 Kings 12:1. I hope y'all get some understanding out of this, sisters and brothers. I mean, I learned so much just reading this, putting this lesson together myself. I was kind of blown away. I mean, I know it's a heavy lesson. It has a lot of meat in it. It has a lot of history in it. But, I mean, we just got to understand what the kings of Israel did before the split.
Yeah.
They did some wicked things in the sight of the Lord. I mean, Solomon, all the wisdom. How could you go stupid? And the Lord has made you the wisest man on the earth. Right. And you can go stupid because of the lust of your flesh.
Yeah.
The lust of your flesh could cause you to turn away from your God. And he gave you everything. He made you the richest man on the earth.
Everything.
The lust of the flesh made David sin.
Yes.
The Lord told David, if you have asked me, I would have gave you even better than this. Right. But you had to take another man's wife. I would have gave you greater. If you had just asked me.
Yeah.
He said this one man, he had this huge lamb. He raised this lamb up for himself.
Yeah.
And he said, you have many. He told that parable. Nathan was telling that parable to David. David said, who is? He said, this man should be killed. And the poor man should be avenged sevenfold. Right. He said, you are this man that I'm talking about. The Lord bless you exceedingly, but you had to take something that didn't belong to you, another man's wife.
Right.
These are kings. Like Panther says, is that your king? Is that your king that did these things?
True.
Go ahead. Let's go to 1 Kings 12:1. Go ahead. This is the split.
And Rehoboam went to Shechem.
Now, this is the Judah side, sisters and brothers. Brother Patrick, put that chart back up. The chart of the split, the chart of the kings, the first one. So now, if you could put that full one back up, the first one I sent you before you cut it down, can you put that up? No, don't worry about it. Just put the other one back up. We'll deal with the other one later. Just put the one you just split back up. Because now, Israel has been split in two, Judah and Israel.
Yeah.
So now each of the two going to have kings underneath them. So Judah and Israel, this is split. We just read in history. It happened around 925 BC when the split took place. Rehoboam, he did evil. Then his son did evil. Jeroboam, he just did evil altogether. Then when you see that side, when you see this side of Israel, is it from next week, it's just going to say evil all the way down. They all did evil. I mean, it's just terrible, brothers and sisters. Let's go to finish up in 1 Kings 1. 1 Kings 12:1. Finish that up.
Okay, I'm gonna start again. And Rehoboam went to Shechem. For all Israel will come to Shechem to make him king.
So now he was going to be anointed king of Israel, and the people, brought him in and to give him counsel to him.
Yeah.
Because of the taxes that was happening with his father. We just read about how his father heavy taxed the people.
Yeah.
They gave him counsel and said, hey, we'll definitely serve you. The people want to serve you.
Yeah.
But we want something from you. Go ahead.
And it came to pass when Jehoram, the son of Nebat, who was yet in Egypt, heard of it, for he was fled from the presence of King Solomon, and Jeroboam dwelt in Egypt, that they sent and called him. And Jeroboam and all the congregation of Israel came and spoke unto Rehoboam, saying, thy father made our yoke grievous. Now, therefore, make thou the grievous servant of thy father, and his heavy yoke which he put on us lighter, and we will serve thee.
He said, take off some of this burden. You got our kid, you got our son and daughter laboring, heavy laboring. You got this taxes high on us.
Right.
Decrease some of this, and we'll definitely serve you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And he said unto them, depart yet for 3 days, then come again to me. And the people departed.
So he said, hey, let me think about this. Go for 3 days, come back to me, and I give you my answer. Go ahead.
And King Rehoboam consulted with the old men that stood before Solomon.
So this is a point in your life where you need to listen to this, sisters and brothers. You got to understand and take knowledge who you seek counsel from. Everybody does not give you good counsel. Right. I'm just telling you.
Right.
Sometimes them young friends that you hang around with ain't no good for you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to go to the elders, and sometimes the elders ain't no good for you.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just have to consult with the Lord.
That's right.
But you got to be very careful who you seek counsel from, because the wrong counsel could be detrimental to your health and life.
Yeah.
Can we go show you this is very detrimental to his health and life? Go ahead.
Before Solomon, his father, yet he lived and said, how do you advise that I may answer this?
So he said, how should I do this? He talked to the older people. How should I do this?
Yeah.
What did they say?
And they spake unto him, saying, if thou wilt be a servant unto the people this day, and will serve them, and answer them, and speak good words to them, then they will be thy servants forever.
Because, the one thing Solomon had was he was kind to the people. Even though he forced taxes on them and made them labor, he was kind to them, and they loved him.
Yeah.
They said, if you be even nicer than your father was, we'll serve you forever. Let's see what he did. Go ahead.
But he forsook the counsel of the old men, which they had given him, and consulted with the young men that were grown up with him.
Now, he consulted with some young cats that were the same age as him. That ain't even lived before him. What can they offer you? We grew up together. We were doing all the same foolishness together. Now, you're going to give me some advice. Let's see what they said.
And we stood before him. And he said unto them, what counsel give ye, that we may answer this people who make spoken to me, saying, make the yoke which thy father did put upon us lighter? And the young men that were grown up with him spake unto him, saying, thus shalt thou speak unto this people that spake unto thee, saying, thy father has made our yoke heavy, but make thou it lighter unto us. Thus said thou, say unto them, my little finger shall be thicker than my father's loins.
My father didn't do nothing to y'all. Wait to see what I'm gonna do to you. My little finger hold more weight than him. Go ahead.
And now, whereas my father did lay you with a heavy yoke, I will add to your yoke. My father has chastised you with whips. I will chastise you with scorpions.
Woo! This guy, boy, he was something else, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So Jeroboam and all the people came to Rehoboam the third day, as the king had appointed, saying, come to me again the third day. And the king answered the people roughly and forsook the old men's counsel that they gave him, and spake to them after the counsel of the young men, saying, my father made your yoke heavy, and I will add to your yoke. My father also chastised you with whips. I will chastise you with scorpions. Wherefore the kings hearkened not unto the people, for the cause was from the Lord, that he might perform his saying, which the Lord spake by Ahijah.
He said the only reason he kept him as king because of the promise he made to his father.
Right.
Go ahead.
Spake by Ahijah the Silonite unto Jeroboam the son of Nebat. So when all of Israel saw that the king hearkened not unto them, the people answered the king, saying, what portion have we in David? Neither have we inheritance in the son of Jesse.
Listen, what we got to do with that? What we got to do with that? Get rid of this guy. Skip this guy. Let's actually, we should kill him. That's what they wanted to do. Go ahead.
To your tents, O Israel. Now see to thine own house, David. So Israel departed into their tents. As for the children of Israel, which dealt in the cities of Judah, Rehoboam reigned over them. Then King Rehoboam sent Adoram, who was over the tribute, and all Israel stoned him with stones.
So this is the guy that's supposed to set him up and announce that he was king. When they came to set up and announce that he was king, they killed him. The dude that he sent, they were over the tribute.
Yeah.
So Rehoboam had to get up out of there.
Yes,
Go ahead.
he did. Therefore, King Rehoboam made speed to get him up to his chariot to flee Jerusalem.
Sisters and brothers, he had to flee out of Jerusalem, and therefore, sisters and brothers, he had to go south. And that's when Israel, the Judah and them went south. And that's when the split happened.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So Israel rebelled against the day of David until this day.
And they rebelled against the day of David until this day, sisters and brothers, because of that. Let's go to 1 Kings 14 and 21. Let's bring Jeroboam in now. So that's the Judah side, sisters and brothers. Then we're going to bring the death of both of them in. Let's go to Israel side. Let's go to Jeroboam, 1 Kings 14 and 21. Let's see how long he reigned. So let's kill this guy off.
Okay.
Rehoboam, because he did evil on the sight of the Lord. Let's go ahead and get rid of him. Let's bring Jeroboam in.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And Rehoboam, the son of Solomon, reigned in Judah. Rehoboam was 40 and 1 years old when he began to reign. And he reigned 17 years in Jerusalem, the city which the Lord did choose out of all the tribes of Israel to put his name there. And his mother's name was Naaman, and Ammonitis. And Judah did evil in the sight of the Lord, and they provoked him to jealousy with their sins which they had committed above all that their fathers had done. For they also built themselves high places and images and groves on every hill and under every green tree. And there were also Sodomites in the land, and they did according to all the abominations of the nation.
The Sodomites in.
Yeah.
Rehoboam and started let the Sodomites in the land. Go ahead.
According to all the abominations of the nations, which the Lord cast out before the children of Israel. And it came to pass in the 5th year of King Rehoboam that Shishak, king of Egypt, came up unto Jerusalem, and he took away the treasures of the house of the Lord and the treasures of the king's house. He even took away all, and he took away all the shields of gold which Solomon had made. And King Rehoboam made it their steed, bracing shields, and committed them into the hands of the chief of the guard, which kept the door of the king's house. And it was so. when the king went into the house of the Lord, that the guard bare him and brought them back into the guard chamber. Now, the rest of the acts of Rehoboam and all that he did are not written in the book of the Chronicles of the
You see
kings
how
of
none of
Judah.
his works are written in the Chronicles of the book either because of the wickedness he did?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And there was war between Rehoboam and Jeroboam all their days.
So once the kingdom split, it was great war between Israel and Judah, sisters and brothers.
Yeah.
And they was warring so much. And at that time, Levi was part of the 10. He was up north, and they pushed him back south.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want to hear nothing from the priest.
Yeah.
Israel didn't want no parts of the priest system, brothers, and they were so wicked. The priest tribe, which the Levi said, they going back to Judah because at least Judah had some righteous kings.
Yep.
So they went back among Benjamin, Levi, and Judah dwell together.
Yeah, that's right.
And so they got taken into captivity. Woo. Let's finish that up.
And Rehoboam slept with his fathers and was buried with his fathers in the city of David. And his mother's name was Naamah, and Ammonassus, and Abijah, his son, reigned in his stead.
Last place, sisters and brothers. Let's go right back up to First Kings 14:1, the same chapter. Let's pick it up at verse 1. Let's deal with Jeroboam now. Let's deal with Jeroboam. This is going to be it for today. We got to the split. Next week, we're going to deal with from the split on to captivity, where Israel got taken into captivity through Zedekiah because of his foolishness. Go ahead, brothers.
At that time, Abijah, the son of Jeroboam, fell sick. And Jeroboam said to his wife, "Arise, I pray thee, and disguise thyself, that thou be not known to be the wife of Jeroboam, and get thee to Shiloh. Behold, there is Ahijah the prophet, which told me that I should be king over this people. And take with thee 10 loaves and cracked nails and a crust of honey, and go to him, and he shall tell thee what shall become of the child."
Go ahead.
And Jeroboam's wife did so, and arose and went to Shiloh and came to the house of Ahijah. But Ahijah could not see, for his eyes were set by reason of his age. And the Lord said unto Ahijah, "Behold, the wife of Jeroboam cometh to ask a thing of thee for her son, for he is sick. Thus and thus shalt thou say unto her, for it shall be, when she cometh in, that she shall feign herself to be another woman." And it was so. When Ahijah heard the sound of her feet, as she came into the door, that he said, "Come in, thy wife of Jeroboam. Why finnest thou thyself to be another? For
why you disguising yourself to be somebody else? Go ahead.
Yeah. For I am sent to thee with heavy tidings. Go tell Jeroboam, thus said the Lord God of Israel, for as much as I have exalted thee from among the people and made thee prince over my people Israel, and rent the kingdom away from the house of David and gave it thee, and yet thou hast not been as my servant David."
He said, "But you ain't even been as David." Go ahead.
"And who followed me with all his heart to do that only which was right in my eyes. But hast thou done evil above all that was before thee? For thou hast gone and made thee other gods and molten images to provoke me to anger, and hast cast me behind thy back."
Now he said of Jeroboam, he said Jeroboam, he ripped the kingdom from David and gave him to Jeroboam, which was a stranger to David.
Yep.
And set him up, and he went and followed suit after the other kings and did evil and served other gods.
Yep.
You see how this is getting worse and worse?
Yeah, it's getting worse.
Go ahead.
Therefore, verse 10, therefore, behold, I will bring evil upon the house of Jeroboam, and will cut off from Jeroboam him that pisses against the wall, and him that is shut up and left in Israel, and will take away the remnant of the house of Jeroboam, as a man taketh away dunge till it be all gone. Him that dieth of Jeroboam in the city shall the dogs eat.
Woo.
And him that dieth in the field shall the fowls of the air eat. For the Lord hath spoken it. Arise thou, therefore, get thee to thine own house, and when thy feet enter into the city, the child shall die. And all Israel shall mourn for him and bury him. For he only of Jeroboam shall come to the grave, because in him there is found some good thing toward the house of God of Israel in the house of Jeroboam. Moreover, the Lord shall raise him up a king over Israel, who shall cut off the house of Jeroboam that day. But what? Even now. For the Lord shall smite Israel as a reed is shaken in the water. He shall not root up Israel out of the good land which he gave to their fathers, and shall scatter them beyond the river.
He was giving them, letting them know that he was going to scatter them, put them in captivity beyond the river. He's going to scatter them.
Yeah.
He's going to take them about that land because of the disobedience of them.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because they have made their grove, provoking the Lord's anger. And he shall give Israel up because of the sins of Jeroboam, who did sin and who made Israel to sin. And Jeroboam's wife arose and departed and came to Tirzah. And when she came to the threshold of the door, the child died. They buried him. And all Israel mourned for him according to the word of the Lord, which he spake by the hand of his servant Ahijah the prophet. And the rest of the acts of Jehoram, how he warred and how he reigned, behold, they are written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel. And the days which Jehoram reigned were 22 years, and he slept with his fathers, and Nadab, his son, reigned in his stead.
That's good. So he died too, sisters and brothers, from his evil works that he did too.
Yep.
Causing the people to worship idols. Same thing that Rehoboam's doing.
Yep.
Causing people to worship idols. And because of that, sisters and brothers, the kingdom was, after he died, Abijam took over. Then Asa took over. And we're going to deal with them. Abijam and Asa on the Judah side. And on the Israel side, Nadab took over, sisters and brothers, as king. Yep. We're going to deal with Nadab, and we're going to probably deal with a few Jehoram and a few other Jehu from Israel's side, sisters and brothers. And we're going to deal on Judah's side. We're going to deal with Asa, Jehoshaphat. We're going to deal with Uzziah, and we're going to deal with Hezekiah and Josiah and Zedekiah next week. So we're going to deal with those kings. And we're going to show you how those kings, some did good, and some started off good, and some turned and did evil. And on Israel's side, they just all did evil. They did evil from the start. They didn't even pretend to do no good. They just came in the door doing evil. And they got worse and worse, and the Lord had to put them in captivity. Like I said, a whole decade before Judah went into captivity, they went through Assyrian, and Judah went through Babylon captivity. Yeah. And that's how we, from Benjamin, Levi, and Judah, wind up on the shores where we at right now, sisters and brothers, through the Babylonian captivity. Mm-hmm. Yep. And so I hope you guys come with your pen and paper next week, and I hope y'all ready to learn more about this. I thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you.